Slick. Okay, so thank you for joining me today. Dave can't do the call today because he's on his way down to Naples, Florida for his honeymoon, his mini moon. So we hope they enjoy themselves. I hope everyone's been having an amazing weekend. We've had the kind of Jubilee, Platinum Jubilee celebrations in the UK. So everything's been kind of glued to either the telly or actually attending events. So we've been to an event in the village today, which has been lovely, even though the weather wasn't so nice. So thank you for joining me today. My name is Sue Booth. I'm a diamond with Zinzino. And this is about the getting started training. Now, something that when you join the business as a partner, you need to get on to do that as soon as possible. And these first few days when people join, when their enthusiasm is all, you know, kind of full of excitement, etc., because they've made this decision to do Zinzino. Oh, bear with me a second. I need to just mute everyone out. So bear with me a second. Yes, okay. So you should still hear me. You can hear me okay, I'm sure. And okay, so the most important thing is to get your person started in the right way. And those, as I say, those first few days are incredibly important because that's when you have all that enthusiasm, excitement about, you know, kind of the prospects of joining Zinzino and the potential it holds for you. And we need to do a number of things. So one of the first things we need to do, you know, we need to look at sending the person who's joined a welcome letter. And there's a template that you can see on the left-hand side here. And that is a new partner template. Now, I tend to save these personally in my notes in my phone so that I can actually send it from my phone, but I've also got it on my laptop as well. So that's a really important thing because they want to know that even if you're not the personal sponsor, you need to know that they're welcome to the team. And there's a number of things that we need to do. So we need to book a getting started training with that person so you can go through and set aside 45 minutes to an hour. We're not going to be doing that tonight, 45 minutes to an hour. But it's really just setting aside that amount of time so you can go through and they are confident in what they have in the back office and also the things that they need to do in the next 30 to 60 days. So one of the first things that we tend to do is we send them our little link tree, which is here, this Let's Go one. So it's the Team One Mondo Global. And so it's a link tree, Team One Mondo / Mon Mondo Global. And that gives you a number of links. And you can click on any of these links and it will bring up a welcome message. It will bring up about the team website and give you instructions on how to get into that. It will also go through the different fast start bonuses that we have. And that's an amazing one with Hilda that she does in just a few minutes. And it's really important that you get that person to understand the importance of trying to achieve those fast start bonuses within that first 30 to 60 days. We also have the Go Core app and the Google Calendar. So the Google Calendar is something that I put together when we first started because we were having so many meetings and everyone was going, oh, what's the meeting tonight? So I said, rather than have to constantly remind people, it's there. So if you need to have them added to the team calendar, which is the Team Zinzino UK calendar, then you can do that. It's on a Gmail, so you need to have a Gmail account to be able to do it. You can't do it on iPhone, iCloud, and iCloud account. So you must have a Gmail account. And then also getting started with the One Mondo support and Zinzino and the support materials. All those things are crucial that you are able to go through with that person as soon as you possibly can, within the first 24, 48 hours, if possible. And sometimes that's not possible. And that's when it's really important to set this off to them, send this off to them so that they're able to go through it in their own time and say the first 4 things are the most important things. So go through those as soon as you're able to. Right, so next slide. Okay, whoops, hang on a minute. So I just need to bring, okay, this is on the business launch. Now, if you've welcomed the people to the One Mondo Global Facebook page, or the Flawless Diamond, which is our personal team in the UK, then you're able to do that. But also you can then download the first day and the business launch. Now, it's something that Marco put together for the team, and you literally have all the step-by-step things that you need to go through. And we need to go through it in this way because there are just to account, there's no point in actually kind of talking to loads of people if you don't know where you're going and what you're saying, etc. So those are the things that we need to do. You need to put down a weekly plan, your calendar, your contacts, inviting, presenting to those people, following up and coaching. All those things are really crucial in those first few days. And then we've also got the 30 to 60 day goal. So we know that we've got the fast start bonuses that come into that within those first 30, 60 days. But as I say, your 7 days are the most important. You need to be doing customer and partner presentations with your sponsor. Or if you can't get your sponsor to do it with you, then choose someone upline from there that is confident in doing that with you. And again, we've got so many different things that we're able to utilize. So, and it's about learning the basics of things. And so if you're brand new to the business and you don't know much about the product, then what I suggest you do is go and research a little bit more and listen to some of the videos that are on the Zinzino YouTube channel, so which is zinzino.tv. So this is really, really crucial. And you can go through, you can get different languages in there, so you can share those as well. You can download them that you can then send to other people too. So it's a great way of doing that. But that is all in your back office. If you're in the One Mondo Global Facebook page, then you can download it from there as well. And that's also in the Flawless Diamond in the files as well. So our method of operation, well, this is all in our Success Express. So while you're waiting for your Success Express and your package to arrive, if you're brand new, then you can download it through your back office in the files, in the file library. And you can then start to go through that step by step until your product arrives and your parcel arrives. But you're going to be going through a number of kind of method of operation, as it said here, using the product. So that's the first thing, get using the products, make sure you've done your test, get your test sent off, use the product. Then you can start to invite people and have a look at the products and maybe just mention, kind of, I know you've got a bit of arthritis. How are you getting on with that? How's that working for you? Are you taking anything, that you consider to help, and has it helped? So, just working through on a number of things and following through on those to actually build your customer base. Building your team slightly different, because we know that we've got Facebook, we've got these meetings, we've got the presentations that we do on Tuesday and Thursday every other week on corporate and the corporate site, and also the One Mondo site every 2 weeks. We've got other things that can help build our businesses as well. And so just making sure that you understand that you've got those things available to you. And it's about building, kind of presentation, showing the presentation, then, knowing that you've got your different presentations that you can send to people, or you can clock people into on the Zooms, showing the business presentation, and then following up. And then obviously getting someone to an event if we have a live event locally to you. And that is one of the things that is important. Always buying your next ticket for the next event. We've just had a fantastic event in London month before last now, actually. And that was with Orion coming over, absolutely superb. And that sort of thing creates such energy in the group. And that's why we missed what we've missed over the last 2 years, if you like, 2.5 years now, with Zooms, because you can't see the energy there. You can't feel the group energy. That's what we experienced when we were there. So looking at your 30-60 day goal, that's important. So we're looking to get you Smart Bronze, Fast Silver, X-Team Express, and also get those enrollment bonuses if you've been able to sponsor people as well. So you need to know your why. That's the biggest thing. Why did you join Zinzino? Was it to get better health? Was it to improve your income? Was it to create a legacy? You know, I've been in the business, in the networking business for over 30 odd years. And so for us, you know, we've been there, we've done it, we've achieved it. We've now restarted again because we wanted to switch to Zinzino. But you just need to have your goal and why you're doing it. And my why's changed, and your why will change. So that's always really important, to know why you're doing something, because it's otherwise it's just like a wish, really. Planning your calendar, that's really important. You need to plan that out and have the right amount of time available that you can actually work your business. Creating your list is crucial. If you've got a list of people that you wish to contact, so maybe you've got colleagues, work colleagues, etc., friends, relations, that you should put those down on the list, and you need to share that list with your sponsor. And the reason is not so we can nick your contacts. That's not how it works. It's about, you know, kind of saying, well, what about this person who said it's an osteopath? Okay, so should we try and, you know, talk to him about how he could improve his customer results or his client results with our product? You know, that's a way of actually introducing it in that way. Learning how to invite someone properly is really important. You know, don't overload people with information, and it's too easy to do that. We've got so much excitement and so much energy when we've just joined that we tend to want to kind of blurb it out over people, and that sometimes can put people off and kind of go, oh, actually, I don't think that's for me. But literally playing it cool and just, you know, gradually getting people introduced into the system is the way to do it. And use a third party. So use myself, your sponsor, Dave, whoever's your upline, Marco, and then it's actually putting through presentations. We do lots of presentations for other people, and you know, they're pretty successful most of the time, and not always. And that's usually down to the fact that the person who's been invited maybe has not been invited in the right way. So it's, again, that's why that invitation is so crucial. And there's lots of trainings that Dave has done on his YouTube channel, and also in that Let's Go on the Team One Mondo site, that will really help dramatically. Little short video clips as well. Following up, I cannot stress how important it is to follow up people, because if you don't follow up people, you are more than likely to lose them. And it's happened a couple of times to us where I've actually put it on the back burner because something else has been going on, and all of a sudden I spotted someone at a meeting and I thought, oh my goodness, I contacted them. So, you know, it happens to the best of us. But following up is really important. That's a lovely saying, the fortune is in the follow-up. Fortune is in the follow-up. Also then, whenever you're following up, make sure that you schedule that next event. When are you next going to be speaking to that person? When are you next going to be having a meeting with them? Because again, it's keeping on top of it, and abide by it. So if you've said you're going to be there at 5 o'clock tonight, then, or 5 o'clock on a Monday night, then you be there at 5 o'clock on a Monday night, whether it's on a Zoom, a meeting, a coffee shop, whatever. You know, make sure, because at least no one can ever turn around to you and say, well, you didn't do that. And it's a case of, yes, I did actually. And, you know, I was there. So it's making sure that you turn up for those events. Okay. Okay, so let's go through these 30 days. 30 days are crucial. So from the day you join, you have 30 days to achieve smart bronze, which means 4 customer subscriptions. Now that can be something that you actually want to do yourself. So maybe if you've joined as a partner, you want to have the health protocol yourself, then you're able to do that. You're able to sign yourself up as a customer. So maybe you sign up on a xenobiotic and you also sign up on the Extend, and you've got your auto ship in your partner account as your balance oil. So those really work very, very well. So you can, that's 2 people you've sponsored if you've done that. And then you've only just got to find 2 more people, 2 more subscriptions. That could be 1 person on 2 products. That could be, you know, it doesn't really matter. So one product each, whatever you decide. And remember, if you're presenting something as the health protocol, that's 3 products. That would account for 3 customer subscriptions. You do exactly the same job whether you do the health protocol or just the balance oil. If you just choose the balance oil to do it, then it's very difficult then to upsell it to the other 2 products. But it's easy to promote the health protocol, and then if it's a financial aspect, then you can actually reduce the amount. Well, kind of the 2 important ones I would say would be balance oil and the xenobiotic. When that happens, and as long as you've done that within your first 30 days, that's going to give you your 4 subscriptions. That's going to give you €100 smart bronze bonus. And so that's really exciting. And it also gives you a mental bonus of 5 to 10%. And that's kind of negligible in the first few months. But as your business grows and as you start to develop your team, that's going to become a bigger part of your income as well. So we know that at the moment we've got the enrollment bonus scheme as well, which is actually when you sponsor a new person, so A and B, you're going to help them get their 4 subscriptions so that they get their smart bronze. And you're going to get B's as well. And you're going to get 200 for each person who you do that with. And in fact, anyone else, if you were to do 6 people, you would end up with 200 credits per person. So that's, you're going to end up with 2, 4, 6, 8, you know, kind of, no, 1,200 euros if you did 6. So 400. And they're also going to send you a test for each of those people as well. So that's replacing 2 of the tests that you've actually got in your pack. So that's quite a big impact on your income as well in those first few days. Fast Silver is 375 credits. Now, normally, if you were to go silver, that would, if it's outside that 30 days, it would be 750 credits. So you need to try and get that because you're going to be doing less for more. So you've got your 4 subscriptions. You're going to do your 375 credits, and that could come from is sponsoring 1 left and 1 right. So A and B with an ultimate pack, for instance, which is always the best pack to have. And that's going to give you another bonus of 150 euros. And obviously it gives you ECB, which doubles the amount of bonus that you get as well. And you're also going to get your Z for free order. So that means that your personal partner order, you won't need to pay for that. You'll just be getting your, you'll just be paying your shipping. So then the second 30 days is where we achieve our X-Team Express. Now, you don't have to do it in 60 days. You can do it in less. So, you know, the speedier you are, the more you're going to earn in the first few weeks. So building that up to 10 subscriptions, so another 6 subscriptions on there, that's going to ensure that you are going to continue to get your product for free each month, which is what the aim of it is. I've not paid for my product from the day I joined, which is great. But so this will also give you, so you've got 10 subscriptions now, that's going to get you another 150 euro bonus. And it's you know, kind of makes a big impact on your income. So let's have a look. Oh, this is a bit out of kilter, sorry. So you're looking at around about 800 fast start commissions, 250 euros in cash bonuses, 50 in team bonuses or team commissions, and that's with the with all that in there. It's going to be around about 1,100 in total, which is pretty cool considering that you've actually only been in for a couple of months. And as I say, the quicker you do it, the easier you're going to make it, and the quicker you'll get it. So that's a really good thing to aim for. Those 30, 60-day goals, as I say, goals, 4 customers within 30 days, 8 to 12 presentations probably to get that customer base growing or starting to grow. That means that you may have to do an awful lot more invitations than actually to get your customers. So if you're looking at 4 partners within the 30 days, or even 2, if you've got 2 partners on an ultimate, then, and do that within the first 30 days, then you're probably looking at maybe 10 presentations to get those 4 partners. So you may have to send out an awful lot more invitations. So don't give up if you kind of don't, the first person who kind of you approach doesn't join. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you become with it. And remember, you're not doing it by yourself. You're doing it with your sponsor or someone who's experienced in doing that and knows the plan. So it's just really improving that and increasing those customer within the first 60 days as well to get to those 10. So again, it's just making use of the whole pack of, you know, of what we have got in our arsenal, if you like. So those fast start bonuses are so important. We know that the first 12 days of a customer, the presentation with your sponsor, you're going to be watching and learning product videos and presentation videos, webinars, zinzino.tv. Now there's always something new coming up, just where you can learn, and most of them are really small, detailed ones, which are great because they just like 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, some of them, some are even less. And it just gives you an indication of what the product is about. So just learning the basics. And then obviously, you know, kind of, you know, some network marketing. If you haven't been in networking before or direct sales before, learn from some of the people who are, you know, kind of leaders in the industry. And we have a great, you know, kind of our GoCore app, which is a great way of learning a little bit more about how you should do it and how you can approach it. And, you know, it's not going to be perfect for every single person, that way of introducing it to someone, but you might pick up something from someone who does it in a slightly different way. And again, that's going to be beneficial for you. Have a coaching call with your sponsor at least once a week. Try and be on all the calls that we have. So we've got the Monday One Mondo team call, and we also have kind of my personal calls on a Wednesday with my team, my personal team. But if we've got business meetings, try and be on them, because and allocate those into your diary so that you know when they're there. That's why being part of that the Team Zeno UK calendar is worthwhile, because it means that it will actually pop up on your calendar and say you've got a meeting in half an hour, which is worth it. And all you need to do is send an email to me at keyforhealth1@gmail.com and ask to be put onto the calendar. Don't assume that I'll know what it's for. If you've not, just say just joined, please add me to the calendar. Thank you. And remember, you have to have a Gmail account. So planning for success. Now this is, you know, no one wants to fail. So planning for success is really important, and blocking out the times that you have available. So you know that if you've got a job and you're working, that you maybe work from 9 till 4 or 5, or maybe you do shift work. So you maybe do, sometimes you do, you know, kind of 7 a.m. till 10, and then I know 1 p.m. till 4, who knows. Block those out, because you can't do Zinzino in that time. But then you've got the other times that you have. And if you go to, you know, if you've got meetings like church meetings and things which you want to be at, or if you've got family time that you need to be able to do, then you need to allocate those times, and then allocate the time for Zinzino as well. And that's not just sitting playing on Facebook and kind of posting on Facebook. That's actually doing, you know, income producing activity. And if you do that, then that's really going to be beneficial for you. And you know, kind of let your sponsor know how much time available you have. I'm available on this time, this time, this time. And again, I have my own personal calendar, which I share with our personal members, so that they can see my diary to see how busy I am, and then they can slot in times there. So that that works, and I'm sure the others do the same sort of thing as well. So your weekly plan, so in just making sure that you know that the activities, you've got your job, your fixed time and free to, you know, that's fixed. You can't do that. You have to go to work to get paid. But your free time that you have, the availability. So instead of watching Coronation Street or EastEnders, then, you know, put some extra time in and do some Zinzino time, and make it beneficial, because I find it interesting sometimes that quite a lot of people will say, oh, I'm not being successful in this, but, and I say, so how much time have you put in? How much time have you put in? Because I can't see the activity there. You've not asked me to do any meetings, you know, so let's do some meetings together. We get better results when we do it together, I promise you. So your weekly schedule, again, all the planned activities, you've got your job. Make sure you invite a certain amount each week, and allocate, find out from your sponsor which time that they have got available that you can do meetings for them, to actually either, whether it's business meetings or just product meetings. And I try to keep those separate. And so the product meeting, and I won't go through the whole presentation. If it's just for product, I will just do the product meeting specifically. And then obviously if it's the business meeting afterwards and they haven't seen anything of the product information, then I would go through that briefly as well. So just allocating those things in the calendar, you know, so that you have them. And as for events, be it all events, the events are there for you, and all the live events, that especially the corporate ones that they're doing. And we've got a whole load of road shows going on in June and July. I think there's 4 or 5 different venues, and we're just waiting for the venues to be fixed so that we can actually do the Eventbrites for those. But you know, they're not expensive. So if you're in the area, if you're within an hour or 2 hours from that area, then try and make sure you do, and start to promote in that area that the meeting's at, so that you can actually get people, customers and prospects to that meeting. And you know, as we get bigger, there are going to be more and more meetings. So if you have got lots of people in your specific area, let us know, because then we can perhaps, you know, think about doing a meeting there too. Building your list. Your list is what drives your business. So, and interestingly enough, someone said, well, I don't know that many people. And yet if you think about inviting people to a wedding or inviting people to a party, you'd have a list as long as your arm. So it's really creating that list. And there are lots of different ways that you can actually kind of increase your list. And so, you know, kind of going through, you know, do you know an acupuncturist? You can see here on the left. Do you know an acupuncturist? Okay, so what's that person? Who's that person? Put that person down. All these different things, so all these different areas. Do you know anyone who's a bus driver? Do you know anyone who's a carpenter or whatever? So all those things are so clever to actually build your list. And there's a lovely thing, was it frogs, friends, relatives, organizations, I forgot what the G is, and similar. The one S is similar. I can't remember what the G is for the life of me. But it's way of building it. And you know, sometimes I know someone had done this in the past in a previous business that we had, and she said, well, I probably know about 200 people, and she put down all the people using this, you know, kind of building of the list, and she got to about 700 people. And she just was like blown away that it was so easy to actually increase your list. Always have a pen and paper, have a business card if you've got business cards. It's it's a really good way of getting to know people. Memory jogger, you've got a memory jogger in your Success Express, and that Success Express you can download, as I said, from your back office. It's in the partner material, I believe. And so download the Success Express, and it comes in the sheet, so you could print off a couple of the pages if you wish to do that. And you also, in your pack, you get a little booklet which has actually got a contact sheet in there as well, so that's really useful to use, and a pen, even a pen. They even send you the pen. So use your memory jogger, divide that between customer and partners, because quite often customers will be easier to get hold of than partners maybe, but depending on your contacts. But it's also kind of, we don't want to smother them with the business if they're only interested in being a customer. So that's why it's in. So select the 10 easiest, the people who you feel would be the easiest. So whether that's your mum, your dad as being a customer, Auntie Jean, your mate next door, whatever. So those are the easiest ones. And then select the 10 best. So the best ones, the ones that you go, oh my gosh, this person is such a go-getter. Let's talk to them. Let's talk to them. And don't do it by yourself. Do not do it by yourself, because again, it's being able to, say to them, I'd love to introduce you to a friend of mine. I've just got involved in something. I'd love to introduce you to a friend of mine who, I think you'll be fantastic at this. We were talking about you. And that just boosts their activity, that boosts their morale up a little bit. If you've kind of complimented them, that I think you'd be really good at this. Just say, look, I don't know much about it myself. My colleague can give you more information. Make notes about the activities that you do. So if you got your contact list, kind of, was it a yes, was it a no, was it a maybe, and just really wanting to have that note so you can go back and go, oh right, okay, I need to go back and follow up on that one again, see how he was busy that day or whatever. So we have lead income producing activities, our lead generation, making contacts, putting them on that list, getting them to an invitation. So getting to invite them to a webinar or presentation, or even just a chat. So quite often, sometimes we just do a chat with someone to see where they are, and are they open to looking at something. Business presentation, as I say, we've got 2 that we do every other week on Zooms, but we also have live presentations in a number of places as well. But also 2-on-1 presentations. So meeting with your sponsor and a customer or a partner, and and yourself. That's called a 2-on-1, and that means that you're learning while you're starting to get to the grips of the business. And so maybe that, as you become a little bit more confident about it, maybe you could do the product part of it, and then your business partner can do the business side of it. And you start to gain confidence in there. Coaching. I think coaching is really important, because it's so easy to kind of fall foul of habits that either people have picked up from previous businesses and think it's the way that we do business, or it's just they're just doing it incorrectly, or it's it's not effective. So having that coaching with your sponsor is really important. So talking to them every week is really important as well. Using the Express Start. Now there's loads of information within the Express Start, and Dave's got a couple of videos that he's done on the Linktree as well, how to invite people. Make notes about them. If you know something about the person, kind of make notes about that person. Give them a compliment. As I said to you, if someone thinks that, oh wow, he's been talking about me, I'm quite impressed with that, and it just helps get you through the door, if you like. Listen to people, don't talk over them, and ask questions. if you ask questions, you're going to get the answers back at you. And as I say, don't give too much information. Don't talk about Zinzino or omega-3. You don't need to. It's a business. I think you might be interested in a business concept that I have, e-commerce. And Marco says it brilliantly. I'm working in an e-commerce business in the health arena. Would that be something that would that be of interest to you? And you're also then booking that follow-up call. Whenever you do a call with someone, could I follow up with you tomorrow? Would you be able to have a look at that video I'm sending you by tomorrow? And what would be the best time? Would it be like 3 or 5 o'clock? Which would be best for you? Or maybe 7 o'clock when the kids are in bed, whatever. So make sure you do that, and don't forget to diarize it so that you don't forget to follow up at that particular time. What to say and what to send, again, that's all in there, and you can see in the link tree. You will see these links in here. Dave's put all those in the link tree, and you can see some of the links here, customer links. And so you're also just making sure that you're sending the right thing to the person. Customer follow-up links. So when you've got someone you've spoken to, you know, kind of enjoyed sharing about a little about what we do and hearing what's going on with you, here are the links that I mentioned that you'll find them informative. And Hilda, the founder, so we know that you can actually download that from the Team Zeno, I can't remember them, hang on, zinzino.tv, couldn't think of what it was, and then sharing about the product and little step-by-step as how the test is taken. Those are very, very basic, very short videos. And by doing that, you're not overwhelming them with tons of information and things that they've got to read. They're literally short videos. Again, business follow-up links. And you've got here, you know, great to catch up, enjoyed our short time together. Here are a few links that we mentioned. I think you'll find them informative. Hilda, again, talking about Zinzino, and that's on the zinzino.tv. Little about the product, and here's how the test is taken. So it's exactly the same. And there's a little overview of the products as well, which is cut off on here. But you'll find that in the link tree. So that's really it. So it's not something that takes a huge amount of time. If you're going to be doing going through the back office with someone on a live, either on a Zoom or, you know, face to face, then you'd need to allocate, as I say, 45 minutes probably. And by doing that, you actually can show them step by step about how to register a customer. All those things are in the link tree, by the way. So little videos that have, you know, been added on there, and keeps everything on track, which is great. So they just literally work through each of those links that are on the link tree, and by doing that, they should be covering everything. And always keep in touch with them, just so that if they've got any questions, come back to me, because it's easy to get them, you know, sorted. Then those questions are very, very easy. Right, that's it. I'm done. Thank you so much for joining us. Nice of you. Thank you so much for and appreciate it, and look forward to seeing you all soon. There's no mindset call tonight at 8 o'clock because Dave has neglected to take his hard drive with him, but that's fine. So we're reconvening next the 12th, which is Sunday the 12th. So we'll just be a week out of kilter. But have a great week. Oh, don't forget to make sure that everyone make sure they know what the different campaigns are at the moment. So going into your campaigns and active campaigns, making sure that you take advantage of each of those every day. But other than that, that's it, guys. It's a wrap. Thank you very much, and look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.